started yet.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 4th grade virtual open house. My name is Caitlin Lambert, and I'll be your child's reading and writing teacher.
Hey guys, I'm Miss Hutchinson, and I will be your children's social studies teacher.
Hi, I'm Elkie Crooks. I'm going to be your child's science teacher.
Hi, I'm Madison Snyder, and I'll be your child's math teacher.
We would just like to start by welcoming everyone to officially be in 4th grade. There's just a couple reminders and some important information that we'd like to share to start off. First of all, the weekly newsletter is your absolute best friend, yours and your child's. It'll tell you about any graded assignments, any homework, and just what we're working on each day. Your child does access this daily, but if they struggle to find it at home for any reason, or if you need help finding it, there are directions on this slide for step-by-step how to get to it through their Google Classroom. Some other reminders we would just like to discuss is to please notify teachers of any known upcoming absences. We know that things pop up, but we want to try to work with your child as best we can to not overwhelm them. If they are absent, again, we know things happen, then that work should be done in a timely manner, especially if it's graded work. And again, that newsletter will let you know if they were absent, if any graded work was missed. And the red folder, just like in previous years, is very important because it has all of their important information in it.
So conduct books. Conduct books are in your child's backpack every day. It's a great idea to check your child's conduct book every day. If there's no grade for that date, that equals an A in conduct. Great job. Conduct grades, please know, are meant to explain what happens during the day, not as a punishment. If you have any questions, please email your teachers.
Hey guys, so this year we had a little victory in 4th grade. Your child is able to bring home their computer, but with bringing home their computer comes responsibility. So first thing is that you help your child in charging that computer every night. We do not have the option to charge their computer all day while they're learning. So it's very important for them to get that computer charged. Second is that with that computer, they are able to complete assignments. Your child should be able to go on at this point and show you their Google Classroom. If you have any questions with assignments, we update that every day, and they're able to use that computer to get into that program. The reason we are pushing computers so much in 4th grade is because this year they are taking their LEAP standardized testing on computers. So the more we, continue to prepare the students with testing on computers, the more familiar with it they are whenever they do that standardized testing. And of course, if you have any questions with how to get those logins, you can reflect our welcome sheet, and you can our 4th grade welcome sheet, or you can send us an email. We'll help you out with any of that.
So as we all know, COVID is still a very real thing, and we do have students that happen to get quarantined and they have to go into virtual learning. If your child does go into quarantine, they are still responsible for any classwork that we cover while they are out. So in order to avoid them missing so much class, we would like for them to join us virtually. If they go into Google Classroom under the 4th grade Lions Google Classroom, they will find a Google Meet link that they can join. This is the same link they will use all day long. So they get in one Google Meet for the entire day, and their teacher will join them throughout the day. They are going to receive a schedule. This schedule may not be the exact same schedule they follow on a day-to-day basis, but it is a schedule for them to follow during quarantine. If your child is sick and cannot get into the Google Meet, that is fine. We want them to feel better, but it is still expected that they complete their work once they are starting to feel better. And if they do feel sick, please do not send them to school. We would like to avoid an outbreak. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about math. In math, there's a few materials that the child will need. First, in their binder, they should have a math section. In this math section, there's a green paper that says math. Behind it, they have a page protector. This will normally have a workbook page in it. That is used as our personal whiteboard. So please do not remove that from the binder. They also have a loose leaf. This will be used as scratch paper during class. All of that needs to stay in the binder at all times. The next thing are their 3 workbooks. They should have 3 workbooks in their book sack right now. They should have one that has a blue tab. That is one we use every single day in class, and it has to stay in their book sack. The other one is a yellow tab. That's our fluency workbook. Also must stay in the book sack and come to class every day. The third one is their homework workbook. That is the thicker one that has the red tab. For this one, I do not check homework every single day. I only check it randomly every now and then. So I am okay if they leave their homework workbook at home, but whatever page they do for homework, it needs to be torn out and brought to school. That way, if I do randomly check it, they have it with them. And then we have Google Classroom. Google Classroom is what I use for just extra materials for math. We don't use Google Classroom much in math because most of it is in our workbooks, but it is there as a resource for if the child is not understanding. I have videos in Google Classroom for every single lesson, and I also have the problem set answer key. So that's a worksheet that we do in class, so they have the answers to it with them at all times. So for grades, for each 9 weeks, the students are going to have 7 grades in my class. This is going to be compiled of tests, quizzes, and homework. Like I said, homework, I don't check it all the time, and I only check that they attempted it. I'm not checking for correctness. Attendance is very important in math because Eureka Math, the curriculum that we use, it kind of spirals throughout the entire year. So if they miss one day, what they use that day is going to be used the next day. And then that'll build on the next day. So it's very important that they are attending class. And if they do have to miss because they are sick, we get it. Keep them home if they're sick, but they do need to do the missing work. If you have any questions or concerns or anything at all about math, feel free to email me, send me a message on Remind. I am very excited. From what I've seen so far, it is going to be an incredible year.
Hey everyone, I am Elkie Crooks and I am your child's science teacher. So this year, our studies are broken into 4 different parts, each 9 weeks. So right now we're in quarter 1 studying energy conversions. Quarter 2 will be vision and light. Quarter 3 will be Earth's features. And quarter 4 will be waves, energy, and information. So your child will have a yellow folder that will have from time to time some information. The most important thing in their yellow folder will be their study guides. I always give their study guides at the beginning of a chapter. So for example, for chapter 1, they did receive their study guide that they've had for over a week. I'll have them write the test date on it. But please always refer to the morning work slides and the newsletter if there are any changes. We will have 7 grades in each quarter for the report card. They will consist of 6 tests or assessments and then 1 participation grade. Any work that we do is going to be uploaded into Google Classroom, for example, their books, the workbook, the study guide, and any additional work. So your child will know, oh, I'm in Science Block 1, for example, and their work will be uploaded in Science Block 1 that they can do, read at home, as well as participate in class. If you have any questions, please email me, elkie.crooks@apsb.com, apsb.org, or you can go on Remind. I'm really excited. I'm ready for a great year in science. Thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. Miss Caitlin Lambert. I will be teaching reading and writing. Now, reading and writing is a little bit different in 4th grade. We traditionally think of it as an ELA, and it is still that, but there are technically 2 courses kind of put into one. So in my class, we'll actually have 14 grades total each 9 weeks. 7 of them are going to be reading grades, and 7 of them are going to be writing grades. Now, that does sound like an awful lot of grading, and it is a lot of graded assignments, but it doesn't mean that they're always going to be tests that students need to study for. Grades are going to come from a variety of things like projects, vocabulary. We will have some LEAP-like assessments, of course, to prepare. Sometimes we'll do actual writing. Sometimes it might be graphic organizers, and sometimes it may just be analyzing strong models of writing to see what good writing looks like. Every other week, students will also complete either a mentor sentence assignment daily or have a vocabulary practice. Again, this is just another way to vary where our grades are coming from. So one week it'll be mentor sentences as a writing grade, and one week it'll be vocabulary as a reading grade. And we'll just flip-flop back and forth between those two weekly. Again, newsletter is your best friend, so it'll always tell you on the newsletter which week we are currently on. And as always, if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out. We're always here to help.
Hey guys, it's Miss Hutchinson again. And as I said earlier, I do teach your children social studies. It is understanding the unique attributes and explaining how society, environment, and political and economic landscape influence our perspectives, our values, and our traditions for our great America the Beautiful. So you do have 7 grade categories in here, and they are broken down into our visual vocabulary assignment, which is continuous throughout the semester, and they have the opportunity to work on that at various times. Sometimes they have classwork to work on that, and then it's due right before the benchmark. It's a great review over those key vocabulary words. You have unit assessments, you have 1 district checkpoint, and then you have progress checks. All of these assignments can be found in Google Classroom under my 4th grade welcome letter with further explanations. And of course, you can email me if you have any questions with any of those. For communication, that key term, Google Classroom, is the way to go. It's updated daily. And if a child is out, they should check their Google Classroom for my subject, and they can see what we did that day. If you just kind of want to see what's going on in class, of course, your child can show you their Google Classroom. And then my email is the same as the other teachers, morgan.hutchinson@apsb.org. So I've also included, Louisiana believes the Department of Education has the family support toolbox that you can look into for extra resources. So there's an extra resources tab on my Google Classroom that you can get into. If you have any other questions, just go ahead and email us. Thank y'all.
So cursive handwriting is a grade also in 4th grade. Students were given a handwriting packet during the first week of school. They're expected to complete 1 letter each morning during morning work, and this packet is going to be found in their purple folder. So just like with some of the other classes, there are 7 grades. If the letters aren't completed or the work isn't completed during morning work, they have time to do it for homework. It's just 1 page. The purple folder should be found in their backpacks, and they are going to be combined to form 7 handwriting grades.
And the last little bit of information, we wanted to just make sure that all the important contact information was in one place for you. So on this slide, you'll find all 4 of our email addresses and the subject we teach if you need anything. And we know that those remind codes can get to be a little much whenever each subject has one. So we did decide to just go ahead and do 1 code for all 4th grade teachers. So anything that we need to send out or any announcements we need to make will all be on that 1 remind code. And you'll text @LakeLions4 to the number 81010 to join that. As always, feel free to reach out, and we are so excited for a great 4th grade school year.
Bye, guys.
Bye.